Hello students, today we are going to discuss some problem based on 1 function. So first question under this category is check the injectivity or 1-1ness of following function. Now this question has 5 parts. In first 3 parts function is same, only the domain and codomain there is change in the domain and codomain. And whereas second in last 2 parts again function is same and there is change in domain and codomain. So this question, it basically breaks our mindset that we can't say every time this function is 1 or this function is not 1. Sometimes it depends upon domain and codomain. So let us check one by one. So first function, initially we think that if we can get any counter example to prove that yes, it is not a 1 function, then it's okay. Otherwise we will move towards theoretical method to prove or discard 1. So in first question I am unable to find example, so I am moving through theoretical method. So for this, let x1 comma x2 belongs to n, which is domain. Now f of x1 is equal to f of x2 implies x1 square is equal to x2 square. Don't take square root immediately because that is not a good step, or otherwise it will give plus minus this. So it's better to shift this term to the left hand side, apply a square minus b square formula, and then remove this factor. Why? Because two natural number can't give sum 0. So x1 is equal to x2 is the only solution option left. So f is 1. In second case, it is changed in z and z. So it is now from z to z. Now it is not 1 because we have got the example f of minus 2 is equal to f of 2 is equal to 4, but minus 2 is not equals to 2. This is a way to write when the function is not 1. And in third question only r to r is changed, and the example which we have used in second part same can be used in third part also, because these are two real number also. So that is why it is not 1 and you can do like part number 2. Now again x cube looks like it is 1 function. There is no counter example we can find. So let us start theoretical method. Let x1 comma x2 belongs to n, which is domain, and f of x1 is equal to f of x2. Why I am writing this domain? Because here domain and codomain are same. So sometimes it gives confusion ki which n or natural number we are picking. So it's better to mention that it is domain. Moreover, we have result that pre-images are always picked from domain and images are picked from codomain or range. Range and codomain are different, no doubt. Now f of x1 is equal to f of x2. We are taking this. So or x1 cube is equal to x2 cube. Now as in taking cube root, there is no problem like we can't get positive negative sign together as in square root. So we can take cube root and we are left only with x1 is equal to x2, which is the required proof that f is 1. Fifth part again we can do ourselves, no problem, because only z to z is a change and there is no change in the method. So same steps will be repeated. So next is f from r to r given by f of x is equal to syntax. Now this is greatest integer function which we have studied in +1 class. So we have to check whether this is 1 or not. I always suggest that whenever you are dealing with some function, so always try to know function first. Don't think immediately about 1 or onto. If you will come to know what message function is conveying, then obviously you will immediately get about 1-ness or onto. Like randomly put different values here, and if you remember, zint of 2.1 is 2, 2.3 is 2, 5.6 is 5, 6.7 is 6, and minus 7.6 is minus 8. So it is simply, if we recall the definition, syntax is always the immediate left integer of that number, immediate left. So that is why zint of 2.1 is 2. Similarly, minus 7.6, immediate left is minus 8, not minus 7. But in case of integer, syntax is same, like 7, syntax of 7 is 7, minus 7 is minus 7. So from this discussion we can clearly say that it is not 1 1 because 2.1 2.3 both are giving 2, but 2.1 is not equal to 2.2, so it is not 1 1 clearly. Similarly, next is from R to R, y is equal to or f of x is equal to mod x. We have to check 1 1. So it is not 1 1. We are focusing today only 1 1. On 2 we will discuss next time. So it is not 1 1 as if we put minus 1 or 1. So both values are same. So pre-images are not same. Now sometime again, if I change syntax, the domain and codomain of syntax from Z to Z, will the result be changed or it will be same? So answer is it will be changed, that it will become 1 1 now, because now domain is having only integers, and for integers zint is always different, always. No two integers have same greatest integer function value. So it will become 1 1 if R from R to R is replaced by Z to Z. So again be careful that from where to where it is defined. Now next is from R minus singleton 3 to R minus singleton 1 and y is equal to x minus 2 to x minus 3. So let x1 comma x2 belongs to R minus singleton 3. Now f of x1 is equal to f of x2 if and only if put x is equal to x1 everywhere and x is equal to x2 everywhere. Now simple algebraic steps: cross multiplication, opening the bracket, cancelling the common term, and shifting the like terms at one side. So we will reach from minus reach up to minus x1 is equal to minus x2 or x1 is equal to x2. So f is 1 1. Now f from n to n given by f of n is equal to n plus 1 by 2 when n is odd and n by 2 n is even. We have to check that this function is 1 1 or not. So what we have to do, again try to know the function. If we randomly put different values, so we will come to know what is f of 1 here. Put x is equal to 1, 1 plus 1 by 2, it is 1. What is f of 2 here? 2 by 2, because 2 is even. So again 1. What is f of 3? 3 plus 1 by 2 or 4 by 2. What is f of 4? 4 by 2, which is 2. So it means when we are putting n is equal to 1, result is 1, n is equal to 2, result is 1. So that means different values are giving same, but 1 is not equals to 2, that means it is 1 1. It is not 1 1. Next, f from R to R given by mod of x upon x when x is not equals to 0 and 0 when x is equal to 0. So we have to check whether this function is 1 1 or not. So again try to know the function. In this case again if I try to find what is f of 1. So answer is 1 mod upon 1, it is 1. What is f of 2? Mod of 2 upon 2, which is 1. What is f of 3? Mod of 3 upon 3 is equal to 1. So that is enough to declare that it is not 1 1 function, because f of 1 is equal to f of 2 is equal to 1, but 1 is not equals to 2. Next, f from R to R given by 3 minus x cube whole raised to the power 1 by 3. We have to check again whether this is 1 1 function or not. So again let us pick two values, x1 comma x2 belongs to R, which is domain. Now f of x1 is equal to f of x2, that means 3 minus x1 cube raised to the power 1 by 3 is equal to 3 minus x2 cube raised to the power 1 by 3. Now cubing both sides, that will eliminate this power 1 by 3. cancelling the 3, cancelling the negative sign, we are left with x1 cube is equal to x2 cube, and then taking cube root. So if and only if x1 is equal to x2, so f is 1 1. So I hope you must have got through these questions. So that's it. That's all for today. Take care. Have a nice day. Thank you.